Hello and welcome to another update video about silver. Here on the silver chart, we are moving in a price channel to the upside at the moment, and we have some support levels to watch. We have resistance to watch. The resistance area was communicated in the last video. The price reached it and got rejected, and I think we might see a little bit more downside now going forward. Bit of a pullback could have started. That's very much in line with my view about gold as well. And the idea is there are two, but overall still bullish, right? So I'm overall still bullish on the silver market. And I think the next rally could be quite a substantial one. It might take us into the $40 region. And this here could also, at the moment, mark the beginning of the B-wave pullback. I'm going to zoom in a minute, but we've got two wave counts. And in one count, in one scenario, and this is an Elliott wave perspective, in one scenario, we are likely already in a fifth wave up. Again, target possibly $45 area. And we've bottomed in the fourth wave here in December. This is an A wave up. We now see a B wave pullback, then could get a C wave rally, which would form a larger A wave, then a B, then a C. So it's essentially this A, B, C structure in wave 5. But A waves are very often A, B, C structures, which is why I'm tracking the subwave structure of circle A as an ABC structure as well. Now, there is a clear support area that we need to be watching for this scenario to remain valid. And I'm going to zoom in a minute, but before we do that, let's just stay here on the larger time frame for a minute, because I want to talk about the yellow count as well. The yellow scenario, I find it highly likely. The yellow scenario pretty much has a similar subwave structure, also wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, but the wave 4 never bottomed. So in the orange count, in the orange scenario and roadmap, the wave 4 already bottomed in December. But in the yellow count, this was just the A wave. This here was a B wave bounce, and we might see a C wave now, and then could get the fifth wave. Find it quite likely as well. And the main support area here for the yellow wave 4 is defined between $25.29 and $28.56. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame, but that tells you that against this support area, my focus is still on higher prices. Now let's zoom in. Before we do that, for those of you who are interested in the longer time frame for silver, on our main channel, MCO Global, which we also only launched very recently, I've uploaded a silver video just a few days ago. I talk about the gold-silver ratio there as well, and why silver could be approaching a major top soon. I also made a video about gold, just mentioned that because those of you who are interested in silver, you might also be interested in gold. So, but that gives you a good idea of the overall context. I've linked the channel in the video description. So looking at the shorter time frame, then you can see that the rally from the December low was three-wave-like, so a three-wave corrective rally. That means it could be wave A in the orange count, as I showed you. So it's not possible to distinguish at the moment between yellow and orange. But it will be the next pullback, which might have started now. It will be that next pullback that will allow us likely to distinguish between them. Because if it's the orange count, the price must hold above $29.66 to keep it a plausible scenario. Any break below $29.66 could still be the orange B wave, but will then already most likely be yellow. The formal invalidation point for orange is, however, this swing low at the previous swing low at $28.74. For now, we are far away from that. But it's indeed possible that now, at least here, the A wave of orange wave B has started, and we're going to see something like that. Now, this week we've seen quite a bit of a pullback there, quite a sharp decline. It's very much possible that maybe we might go a bit lower, maybe early next week, to test this previous swing low from the 11th of February at around $31. And then we get a B wave bounce from there and a C wave down into this support area. That's the support area we have to be watching. If the bulls turn up in this area, then it's likely the orange count. But if rallies remain corrective, then the yellow scenario could send us down lower into this lower support region. Again, it will depend on how the price will react to this decision area. That's essentially all it is. It is a decision area. And we will have to observe these four levels, especially here the lower three, $30.96, $30.42, and $29.66. So that's at the moment what I expect next week. So probably a little lower, then a bounce and another leg down. And then if the bulls don't turn up there, it will likely morph into the yellow count. But it seems like, especially with this rejection, that some kind of a pullback has started. Okay, should we break above that last high? I would only see it as an extension of the A wave, and we might get just one more high, in which case then the next resistance level will come into play in our box there at around $34.12. But that would only come into play if the market breaks above this last high, which formed on Friday. That should give you a good idea of the shorter time frame patterns for silver. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out the Stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.